Just like a bird.
How many did you get, sir?
Hey, you got 2 more! Oh, Bruce got 2 more, mate!
Nice going ahead, sir.
Let's try the other one. Breathe. Breathe.
Hi, Padre.
2 more mix today, I hear, Lloyd.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. You can put it on. Alice, you've had it.
Hey, what?
You're through flying for a while, anyway.
Oh, no, nothing wrong with me. A little bottle of beer ain't gonna fix it.
Give him a bottle of beer and send him back out.
But now, just don't get yourself excited here.
Oh, don't get pale, Groover. I was just giving you a rib. But you could use some sleep.
Yeah, I could use a little nice Korean sleep.
Better than that. You're going to Japan.
I'm going to Japan. What for?
Why not? Would you like to tango with one of those beautiful Japanese dolls?
Well, if it's your prescription, Doc, then I'll certainly work at it as best I can.
You're going to Kobe. Kelly has your orders.
Well, what in the world am I going to do in Kobe?
Well, that's a special request of General Webster himself.
Well, then, this all been prearranged.
Prearranged? Demanded. Why shouldn't a 3-star general look out for a 4-star general's son?
I Now, don't be getting on my back. I ain't bucking for favors, you know.
I know you haven't. I was just kidding.
I see you, Doc. Thanks.
Can I have a word with you, Groover?
Yeah, I'll bet you I know what the word is. Kelly. Is that true or false?
He's got permission to go back and marry that Japanese girl.
Well, I told him he can't take her back to the States. I explained the law in detail myself.
But there's no law which says he can't marry her. And he's appealed to his congressman.
It's Congressman.
I wish you'd talk to him. After all, he is one of your men. And you're the only human being he looks up to.
Well, listen, I want to tell you something. That boy don't look up to anybody. He has been promoted 4 times and busted right back again.
Yeah, my congressman. Shocking, ain't it, Major? Chaplain says don't marry the girl. Colonel says don't marry the girl. You say don't marry the girl. Congressman says you marry that girl, Kelly. What can I do?
I'll tell you what you can do, boy. You can go and marry a congressman. You'd be better off. Give me coffee.
Yes, sir. You're back 2 more today, Major.
Yeah.
How was it up there?
Oh, splendid.
What's the matter? What happened?
There was a guy with a face in one of those planes today.
Well, there was a guy with a face in all the other 7 you shot down.
Yeah. That's exactly what I've been thinking about.
Well, you can stop thinking. You've got a very well-written contract here. General Webster's had you assigned to the Inter-Service Aviation Board over there, which means you've got practically nothing to do. Except, of course, marry the General's daughter, who's arriving in Kobe tomorrow.
You mean Eileen is...
That's right. General's wife and daughter both from Tulsa.
Listen, don't fool me now.
I'm not fooling, Major. You're not supposed to know anything about it. Big surprise.
Eileen's coming to Kobe.
Yeah. General Webster arranges it for you to marry his daughter. My congressman arranges it for me to marry my girl. Generals for the officers, congressmen for the peasants.
Listen, I'm glad you brought that up, boy. Because I think there's a little bit of difference that we ought to talk about.
What do you mean?
Well, now listen. I never did show you a picture of my girl, did I, Kelly?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to show you a picture of a girl. It happens to be my girl, but she's American. And I want you to take a long, long look at her. Because I believe that maybe you forgot what American girl looks like. And this girl I'm going to show to you is, first of all, an American girl, a girl with fine character, a girl with good background, good education, good family, good blood. I've known this girl since I was about that high. Family is very close. I've been engaged to this girl for a long time, Kelly. Now, she's a girl of unusual character, and I'd like you to take a look at her, close look, and tell me what you think. Tell me what your feeling is.
Kind of beat up, ain't she?
I beg your pardon? No, the beat up one's a mother, you idiot. Now, here, Eileen, that's now.
Hey, boy, she sure does something wicked to a bathing suit.
Well, she has an enormous capacity to fulfill a bathing suit. I mean, that's enough. That's enough. Now, listen, I'm just, showing it to you, but all kidding aside, the reason I want to show you this girl.
Hey, you ever seen Katsumi?
Where's that?
It's not a where's that. That's the girl I'm marrying.
Oh, well, no. I mean, I don't know Japanese names.
Oh, that's all right. We got it. Well?
Oh, yeah. Looks like that girl.
She's a whole lot brighter than me.
Well, that ain't too hard to do, you know. Listen, Kelly, I want to say something seriously to you. Don't you think you're taking a risk in marrying this Japanese girl?
Risks don't scare me any. Look, Major, the Army and the Air Force and the State Department have all ganged up to keep me from getting married.
Oh, hold on, Kelly. I mean, what do you mean ganged up?
Here, look at these pamphlets. Think it over, Americans. Things you are required to know and do before marrying Orientals.
Yeah.
Here's another piece of garbage. But will your family accept it?
Will they, Kelly?
I ain't got any family.
So, listen, Kelly, I haven't got anything against this girl of yours. I haven't got anything against the Japanese anymore. I mean, not really. But, you know, when, I just don't understand how a normal, average American, I mean, well, let's put it this way. I think even your friends are gonna put you down if you marry this girl.
If the friends I got are that kind, they won't be friends of mine much longer. Look, Major, I'm gonna marry my girl if I have to give up my American citizenship to do it.
Oh, Kelly, you stupid, ignorant slob. I mean, go ahead and marry this slant-eyed runt if you want to. It'll serve you right.
Now, wait a minute, Major. Don't talk to me that way. I won't take that from you or anybody else.
I'm sorry, Kelly. I'm sorry. I'm just blowing my stack a little today. But, boy, I mean it, I won't tell you, when you tell me that you're gonna give up your citizenship for a girl, I mean any girl, I think you're nuts. I mean, I think you're crazy.
I am crazy. I'm in love crazy.
I think you're gonna cut your throat, and I just hate to see you do it. And I mean that this is all sincerity.
Maybe that's because you don't feel as strong about your girl as I do mine. Here's your orders, Major. See I'm playing.
Okay. Kelly?
Well, we're coming in, Major. There's the inland sea. Beautiful, ain't it?
Yeah.
Boy, sure is nice scenery out there. That's Kobe over there. You see it with all the docks?
Uh-huh.
You know, what you're looking at, Major, really is three cities, you know, all run together. There's Kobe, Osaka, and Kyoto. They got kabuki there.
What's kabuki?
You never heard of kabuki theater?
No?
All men, no dames.
That's gonna be dull, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know. Well, if it's all dames you want, I think we're gonna get there in about... Yep. Look down there. See that? See that little park over there with the little lakes around it? That's Matsubayashi.
Where?
Right down in there, you see it?
Where?
The Matsubayashi girls are the most famous girls in all of Japan. You know, they sing, they dance, they act all the parts. No men. Katsumi knows all the actresses. She's like a movie fan or something.
Listen, you just blowing your top about seeing Katsumi, aren't you? Carrying on.
She's my girl, Major.
Well, Gigi, good to see you.
So long, Lloyd. Lots of luck to you.
Good enough, thank you. Bye-bye.
Lloyd! Lloyd, here we are!
Lloyd!
Come on.
Hey there.
Don't forget to act surprised.
Yeah, hi there, hot dog.
Oh, would he be surprised?
Major,
Yeah, huh?
how about being my best man?
Now listen, Kelly, I told you that I'm against this marriage.
It would mean a lot to me. What do you say, Major?
Okay.
Consul's office, 10 o'clock, Saturday.
Well, come on, honey, hurry up.
Well, now, look, come here, you. Hi, you good?
Dear
Certainly good to
Hi,
see you.
Lloyd.
Hi, sir, nice to see you. You know, I was getting off the plane, I said, there's Jenna Webster standing over there, but who is that good-looking woman?
Oh.
Listen, tell me about Eileen. How is she?
Oh, she finds Tulsa terribly dull without you, Lloyd.
Well, you know, I wish she could have come along.
Oh, now, Lloyd, you couldn't expect us to bring her out here.
Well, I know that, but it...
You're registered at the hotel with us for the first few nights, but you'll be stationed out here at the field after that.
I see.
Come on, let's go. Now, you get in first, Lloyd.
No, you go ahead, Miss Weston, honey.
No, you get in
No,
first.
no, you got to go.
Go on, get in.
No, ladies first. What's the matter with you?
Hi, Lloyd.
You devil. Come here. I'm glad to see you, darling. I forgot what an ugly girl you got here.
Lloyd, she's not ugly. She's a beautiful girl.
What are you talking about? She's the ugliest girl I ever saw. Come here, you. And that dress, I think it's terrible. It just goes in and out, and that's awful.
It's meant to go in and out. I go in and out.
Well, we'll talk about that later.
Send Major Groove his luggage up to his room, will you?
That's beautiful, isn't it?
Are there any rules against it?
Well, no, there are no rules against it, but it's understood.
I thought the club would be honored.
Please, Mike, let's go.
What's she doing here?
Mother.
Well, isn't she with that young officer?
You know, this is Kobe's recreation center.
That's right, dear.
It degrades the uniform. It's out-and-out fraternization.
Mother, she's beautiful.
All the more reason. Mark?
Colonel Crayford,
Yes, sir.
let's get out of this clip joint.
Just a minute, Captain Bailey.
What's the trouble?
Oh, I didn't mean to bother you with this, General, but Captain Bailey here is wanting to take her into the club.
General Webster, sir. This young lady is one of Japan's most famous dancers. She's no ordinary...
Yes, I understand. Even so, don't you realize this club is only for American personnel? Now, we've been pretty easy about fraternization in this area, even though there are very strict orders against it. But when an officer who should be an example...
Am I to understand, sir, that you personally refuse to allow me to take this young lady into the club? I understand how you feel, Captain, and I'm very embarrassed, but I'm sorry. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Don't you know that there's such thing as insolence through manner?
Thank you, sir.
Well, come on in, boys. Eileen has a change.
Oh, Lloyd, Eileen's taking you to the kabuki tonight.
Oh,
We met
good.
Mr. Nakamura, the head actor, and he invited her to come.
Kabuki, isn't that the place where the no dames and the men play all the women's parts?
Oh, that's right. The way they do at Princeton. Come on, Mark.
It's gonna be fun. Come on, baby. You bring your lunch?
Honey,
客席若いご婦人がこれを
Miss Irene Webster. ああ、している。後で。
お願いいたします。
Who's fighting?
Oh, that's Nakamura. He's the one I met. He's very famous.
That Nakamura?
It's about a lady who turns into a lion.
She's gonna turn into a lion right here?
Uh-huh.
I won't see that.
I love you, Lloyd. I love you terribly. I always have, and I guess I always will.
I love you, honey. I'm glad you're here, too. Well, they acting like nobody ever kissing one. She wouldn't be half so ugly if she didn't stick her face in that flour barrel.
She?
Well, whatever it was, got me.
He's a male actress. It says here they've been trained since childhood to have the grace of a woman and yet the power of a man.
Oh, my word. My Lord, that's my father.
Is he man enough now for you, Lloyd?
Is that same fellow?
Uh-huh.
All right, boy.
I am sure it must be very difficult to enjoy theater so different from your own.
Well, we found it fascinating.
I am glad.
Kabuki's very old, isn't it?
Some 300 years.
I find myself becoming intrigued by everything in Japan.
I should be happy to help you know my country better, if at any time I can. You did not enjoy the evening so much, I fear, Major Gruber.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was a fine play. I thought maybe you could use a Marilyn Monroe here and there, you know, to...
Unfortunately, Miss Monroes were barred from kabuki in the 17th century.
Well, I didn't mean to sound corny. I just didn't know what to say about it.
Oh, please do not apologize. I am great admirer of Miss Monroe myself.
Well, that's two of us. That's you and me, boy. Oh, no, don't do it to me. I could real good. Thank you very much. Why not?
Let's go and see the garden.
Okay, you wanna take this. That's fine. Fine cooking. Very good. Here you are, honey.
No, thank you.
Don't care for any?
Sit down, darling.
You look awful pretty.
I've been doing a lot of thinking with you away, Lloyd. Answer me one thing.
What's that, honey?
Why aren't we married now?
Well, isn't that a silly question?
No, not really. You do a lot of wondering in Tulsa.
Well, I suppose the Korean War might have had a little something to do with it, don't
Wasn't
you think?
Korea maybe convenient, Lloyd?
Convenient?
What I really mean is, do I mean everything to you as you do to me?
Of course you do, honey.
You
What are
see,
you talking
I
about?
went to visit your mother before I came here, there in Richmond.
My mother?
I was appalled at the loneliness in which she lives. And the way your father's content to go off and leave her walled up within a circle of friends while he plunges off to the war.
Oh, honey, now, you just hold on a second. You got to remember something. My father's a general, honey. And besides that, my mother wants to live that way.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
What do you mean now? Don't tell me, honey.
No woman wants to live any way except body and soul with the man she loves. Lloyd, you'll never tuck me away in the corner of some little town. Go ahead and become the greatest general in Air Force history. But love me, too.
But I do love you, baby. I do.
Well, I guess all I'm trying to say is that, and I really mean this, Lloyd, if what you want is a family like our fathers have, and promotion in the Air Force, and position in society like our mothers have, and you marry me because I'm pretty and smart and have guts and will know the ropes, then I don't think you ought to marry me, Lloyd. I'm sorry, I guess I've been thinking too much.
Yeah, I think you have been thinking too much. Now, quit it.
Okay. Oh, I don't know, maybe things will turn out after all.
What do you mean maybe it's gonna turn out? Sure, it's gonna turn out. Just all that nonsense you talk about every time we get together.
Nonsense? I hadn't realized it was nonsense.
Of course it is, honey. Listen, it's all very simple. Now look it. I want a wife and a family, want a home in America. And every time I think of having a home like that, I always think about it with a girl like you. I mean a girl with a good Army background like my own.
What do you mean, a girl like me? I'm not a type, I'm me. Oh, Lloyd, it's me you've got to love. Oh, Lloyd, haven't you ever felt like grabbing me and hauling me off to a shack somewhere?
What's the matter with you? You know better than that. Of course I have.
Then what's holding you back?
Oh, Eileen, are you ever gonna grow up, honey? Don't you know there's a right time and a wrong time to do things? Aren't you ever gonna realize that you have responsibilities to other people, you have a position to fulfill, that you're not alone in this world?
Oh, you defend yourself like a fort.
Listen, no matter how I defend myself, honey, you gotta understand one thing, that I'm not in a position to be hauling my fiancée away to a shack somewhere, like an alley cat or something like that. I wasn't brought up that way.
You're going to do everything that's expected of you?
Well, I'm certainly gonna try, I'll tell you that.
Well, I don't expect you to marry me just because it's expected of you.
Listen, you know, sometimes I look at you and I don't understand you. I don't know what's going on in your brain. I think sometimes I don't even know who you are or what y'all about.
Maybe you don't. Maybe you never will.
So long as ye both shall live.
I will.
Katsumi, wilt thou have this man to thy wedded husband to live together after God's ordinance in the holy estate of matrimony? Wilt thou love him, comfort him, honor and keep him in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, keep thee only unto him, so long as ye both shall live?
She will.
She will.
If any man can show just cause why they may not be lawfully joined together, let him now speak, or else hereafter forever hold his peace.
You realize you waive all your legal rights in this marriage?
Look, I signed all the papers, didn't I?
You'll have to look after your wife on your own. The Air Force is not responsible.
Yeah, I know. Romantic, ain't it, Major? Will you finish this ugly deed and get it over?
I now pronounce you man and wife. Sign over there.
Just a minute. That's it, Mrs. Kelly. Just you and me now. What do we sign?
May as well witness this now, Major.
Yeah, all right.
Incidentally, it was a great honor meeting you, Major Groover.
Well, thank you. Say, tell me, Counsel, are all these ceremonies conducted like that?
Well, we do our best to prevent as many as possible. We make the paperwork so difficult, a good many of them lose steam.
Uh-huh. Well, about how many GIs have gone through this ceremony?
Oh, about 10,000.
10,000? Well, then you let a few slip by you, didn't you?
A few, yes.
Mm-hmm.
How's your girl, Major?
Oh, Eileen, I haven't seen her in a couple of days. Yeah, I've been moving in, getting my things arranged, and she's been hightailing it with the brass, socializing.
Mm-hmm. Major, ain't you gonna kiss the bride?
Well, sure I'm gonna kiss the bride. Yeah, sure. Now listen, I want you to take good care of this boy, yeah? Now, here's your ticket, honey. Don't forget it. Okay, boy.
Thanks, Major. Took a lot of guts for you to come here today.
Oh, quit.
If you ever want anybody taken care of or need a job done at your West Point, guys ain't allowed to do yourselves. I'm your man.
Oh, listen, I'm gonna call on you, boy.
Come on, let's get a belt.
All right. Let's see.
How are you, Lloyd?
Fine,
dear?
just fine. That's pretty dressed, God.
Thanks.
Lloyd, sit down, son.
All righty.
Thank you for coming over so promptly, Lloyd.
Well, that's all right. I was just darning my socks.
Lloyd, I don't know exactly how to put this. It's a little embarrassing. For me, that is. I understand you were a witness at a marriage yesterday between one of your men and a Japanese girl.
Yeah, one man from my outfit in Korea.
Well, you realize, of course, there's an Army policy to discourage all such marriages.
Yeah, well, I think they couldn't have been discouraged, so they're very much in love. And
I dare say. However, the fact that you personally seem to sanction the marriage.
Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't mean to give that impression at all. I didn't sanction it, and as a matter of fact, I tried to talk him out of it before.
But, Lloyd, darling, you did act as his witness.
Well, as long as it was going to be inevitable, I thought I might as well try to make it as pleasant as possible.
Don't you see the position that puts me in? And since I'm the area commander here,
No, well, you didn't do anything to encourage this marriage, sir. I believe I did all this on my own.
What do you mean? On your own, Lloyd, dear? Well, everything you do reflects on the general. After all, he is Eileen's father.
I'm afraid this places me in a position of incompetence, Miss Webster, when it comes to, doing anything to help my own men.
Let's stop beating around the bush. What's wrong between you and Eileen? You haven't been to see her for several days.
Well, you talk about him being embarrassed, sir. Before. I'm embarrassed, too.
What about it?
Well, about my whole situation here. I'm a pilot, sir. I was doing a job in Korea. Unfinished job. Now suddenly I'm pulled off that job and sent over here and plunked down to the desk at this end of service, whatever it is, and as far as I can see, there's absolutely nothing to do. Also as I can be with Eileen.
There's nothing dishonest about it. That is, if you plan to get married.
I think I know how Lloyd feels.
Do you plan to get married or not?
Really, dear?
Well, I'm her mother. I want to know.
Well, Miss Webster, as of the moment, Eileen isn't too sure about it. And
Oh, we know, Lloyd, dear. Now, look. There's evidently been some slight strain between you two, but don't let it become too important. Now, this is Sunday night. Why don't you call her up later and ask her out to dinner or something?
Well?
Mother, I found the dearest little shop. Hi, Lloyd.
Hello, Eileen.
Lloyd just came in to see you.
Oh?
Oh, yeah. Listen, I thought, Sunday night, and I thought maybe, you and I can go out and catch a movie or something. Feel like it?
I'm sorry, Lloyd. I'm having dinner with some friends tonight.
Well, what about tomorrow?
That's booked too, I'm afraid.
Well, it looks as though I'm holding pretty tough cards. What about next week?
Of course, Lloyd. Call me.
Okay. Miss Webster, General.
Goodbye, Lloyd.
Bye, Eileen.
Bye, Lloyd.
Oh, Eileen, why did you tell him you were busy tonight?
Because I don't want to see Lloyd Groover when you ask him to see me. Besides, I do have a date with that young lieutenant and his wife from Fort Bragg. A whole bunch of us. I hope you don't lose my man for me.
Hey, boy, give me a martini, will you? No, make it lemonade. No, dog, give me a scotch soda.
Scotch and soda?
Yeah.
Scotch and soda, sir. There's such a thing as insolence through manner, you know.
Well, I hate to admit it, but I guess that's what I said.
Well, I thought it sounded kind of strange coming from a guy who shot down 9 MiGs.
Well, that's kind of reflex action on West Point man, I guess sneaks out sometime. Hey, listen, Captain, what does a fella do around here after the sun goes down?
Why? You on the loose?
Halfway.
Bring him another. What part of the South are you from?
Almost any old place that got an army post on it. I was all set to take the exams at West Point, and the teacher there who made me take a part in a school play. They do one of those Hungarian things by Monar. You never did hear a Hungarian play played in a Southern accent, did you?
No, I'm afraid I missed that.
That's a shame, because I was awful good in it. And anyhow, I suddenly didn't want to go to West Point and didn't want to have anything to do with it. And my mother come up to school and she said, we always expect you to go to the point like your father and his father for him. And I told her, I said I had an idea about a whole different way of life.
Well, what'd she say to that?
She said something like, if I ever once had that idea, I shouldn't let anything stop me. And, she couldn't come right out and say to go to the point, but I know what you meant. And then, of course, my father flew up from Texas, and
He put you straight, huh?
And he just looked at me and said, if you don't want to go to the point, don't go to the point. None of the happiest men I know are those who forced into something they got no inaptitude for.
How did he force you to go to the point?
Well, that's what I'm telling you. He didn't force me. We just had a little talk, and he flew back to Texas, and I went on to the point.
I see.
Well, I'll tell you something, though, Mike. I never once had any regrets about going to the point, except just lately I've had some old feeling come back on me. I don't know if I want to go on in the Air Force and buck for a star and get married into the Webster family and get swallowed up by all that. I think maybe my old lady was right.
Well, what does it all mean? Eternal struggle, sex, New York Yankees.
All right, quit now, come on. Isn't that a nice looking bridge?
Yeah, that's a bichi-bashi.
Say what?
The bichi-bashi. Bashi's Japanese for bridge. We call this particular one the bichi-bashi because there's so much lovely stuff that goes over it.
Did you say stuff?
Brother, I said stuff.
Will you kind of tell me what we're standing in the bushes for?
Can't touch it.
Why not?
Well, you see, these girls that go over there are the matsubashi girls. They just cross over there on the way to the theater from those cells over there, those dormitories.
Oh, that's right. Somebody told me about them. Hey, boys, that anything going over there now?
Hey, come on, the goods are on display.
But wait for me, buddy.
There's Miko-san, the one you saw me with?
Yeah, Little Money Pink.
Yeah, that's the one.
Listen, aren't you going over there and say hello?
What, in public? A matsubashi girl? Are you nuts?
Well, you take it to the officers' club.
Well, that's for Americans. Thought I could sneak her in there without her being recognized.
Well, what happens if they catch him?
Immediate dismissal.
No fooling?
Yeah, no matsubashi girl is allowed to have dates of any kind.
Well, you were dating you.
Oh, well, I'm different.
Oh, get out of here.
Well, like I told President Truman, Harry, you was wrong when you sold the Marine short. See, I hate to be stuffy about this, son, but you Air Force men just wouldn't understand.
Oh, Lord.
Well, the Marines have got l'amour. Oh, and these girls, they got fame and wealth and the name of bright lights, but they ain't got l'amour.
Well, you got l'amour, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. What's going on in now?
Hanaogi's coming.
Who?
Hanaogi, she's the top. Number one.
Come on, let's go. How come she dressed like that?
Well, the tall ones play men's parts mostly. They play women's parts, too.
How do you do?
What do you say? Let's see the show. Well, come on, Ace.
I say, do you follow the plot?
Yeah, nothing wrong with the plot. Listen, you should have come back this way.
Just keep yourself in check, son.
Am I nuts or is she the greatest thing I ever saw?
Whatever you're thinking, forget it. You ain't going anyplace.
Oh, yeah? How's this for introduction? She come along and walk and I just kind of walk on by and slip my arm around her there and just cozy style. What do you think of that?
I think we better go.
Now,
Major?
wait, just... Hey, Kelly, how are you? How's everything?
Saw you at the show. We've been looking for you.
Listen, I want you to meet Captain Bailey. This is Ammon Kelly.
All right, Kelly, nice to meet you.
How do you do, sir?
How you been, boy?
Oh, fine. Hey, here's Katsumi.
Hello there, Katsumi.
Say something, kid.
It is fine to see you among us tonight.
She's speaking better English than you are, boy.
She's been taking English lessons, and I've been studying a little Japanese.
Well, let's see you go.
Bukono ashitamatis.
Well, I hope you can get rid of it, don't you?
Means my feet are cold. She always laughs when I say that.
Listen, how you been? How you getting along down there?
Oh, just fine, Major. We got a wonderful house down by the canal.
Hey, Kelly, didn't you tell me that Katsumi knows those Matsubashi girls?
Oh, sure. She's a real fan.
Well, listen, I want you to do something for me. I am trying in the worst way to meet this Hanogi, and I want you to ask her if she won't, kind of introduce me.
Groover-san, a Hanaogi ni shokai. Dozo.
松林の人たちに聞くの難しいのよ。
She says the rules are very strict, but she'll go over and ask her.
Well, we'll ask her.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I said to Truman when he came over to the house, I said, don't ever sell the Air Force short.
あ、来たわ、あそこに。
All right, boy, now you're gonna see something.
Here comes Amigo-san. Here comes Hanaogi.
I know it. You ain't gonna let me down, are you? Go on.
Sorry, Major. Bad job.
How do, Miss Ogie?
You think you made the grade, Ace?
Yeah, she gave me a nice little look there.
She sure did.
ダメだったの。ね、花鬼さんのパパとね、お兄さんが戦争で死んだの。だからアメリカ人とお話ししないってグルーバーさんにそう説明してあげて。
She says that Hanaogi will not speak to an American.
Why not?
We shot her brother and killed her father with our bombs.
Oh, shoot, I didn't do it.
Sure you did, Ace. We all did. Come on. Come on, Ace.
Ebi.
Ebi?
Pakistan.
Listen, if they're so strict with you girls over there, how come you go out with Mike on dates and fool around?
It is very bad of me, but I cannot help myself. He's so tall.
Well, he's a big boy, all right. I mean, there's no fooling about that. But listen, what I really want to know is, does this Hanogi ever go out on dates, like you and Mike? And...
No, she's #1 girl. Must be special careful.
Well, I want you to do me a favor. Now, will you do it? When you go back to the dormitory tonight, I want you to tell Hanoe that Major Groover would like to meet her and now wait, just a minute. I just want to talk to her for a little while. Now, will you do that for me?
Never happen. Hanaoki-san never speak man. And with the American, never happen.
Well, honey, I am here to tell you that it's going to happen. Pardon me, Miss Ogie. I wonder if I could have your autograph. Thank you very much. How to do, Miss Ogie? Ohio gozaimasu. Ohio gozaimasu. Ohio gozaimasu. Ohio gozaimasu. Ohio gozaimasu. Ohio gozaimasu. Ohio gozaimasu.
Hi, Major. I've been looking for you.
Hello, Mr. Kelly.
Wife says to be at the house tonight.
No, listen, I tell you, boy, I have an engagement this evening with a friend of mine.
Be there, bub. Hanaogi's coming. Sir?
Kelly?
Be there early.
Kelly? Hello. Hey, you know where Joe Kelly lives? Over there? Will you show me, will you? How to do?
どうしたの? Oh, hi, Ace.
Hey, kid, is that you? How are you, Alice?
Hi, you, Ace. Nice to see you.
Fine.
Come on in the house.
Wait a second. Let me just take a check here. Did you come yet?
No, not yet. Katsumi.
Hi.
Rinnuva-san da yo.
グルバさん、先にお部屋通しててちょうだい。今すぐ行きますからね。
Okay. What'd you say?
Don't ask me, son.
Hey, off with the shoes. You don't wear shoes in a Japanese house.
Okay, coming off. What about the pants?
The room on your right.
Where, here?
That's it. Watch your head, Ace. Well, this is it.
Well, listen, this is all right, boy. This is cute. This is nice.
Sit down over here, Ace. That's the place of honor in a Japanese
All
house.
right. Listen, what's this thing?
Oh, this is an armrest.
Armrest? Well, it'd be even better when the rest of the chair gets here. Hi, Katsuma, darling. How are you?
いらっしゃいませ。
Yeah.
It is very nice to have you among us.
Well, it's very nice to be among you, too. Listen, I brought you a little couple things you can stick around the house.
私に?
Yeah? Flowers.
どうもご親切。素敵ね。すごい。
Made her very happy, Ace.
What you got here? Are you gonna eat this or wear it? What is it?
No, this is a little towel that they serve before a meal or a drink or just a little refresher for your hands and face.
Listen, that's a good idea. Wash them up. Okay, clean everywhere. Do I pass, teacher?
Just dump it in the basket.
Yes, sir.
お酒いかが?
What's this, eye cup? We got to wash our eyes out, too?
No, that's a cup for sake. That's a wine made out of rice.
Rice? No fooling.
Yeah, no fooling.
Okay, I'll
Yeah,
try.
taste it, you'll see.
Feels warm.
That's right. We heat it up before we serve it.
Really? Well, Katsuma, here's to your house. And Kelly, very best to you.
どうもありがとう。
Thank
That's
you.
all right, boy. It's not
I
bad.
told you, it's wonderful.
That's
Oh.
not you gonna have anything?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you know, there's kind of a polite thing you do, like you take the cup and you swish it around in the water and you pour some sake in it for her.
Okay.
That's right.
それじゃあ少しね。少し。
Means a little bit.
A little bit, all righty.
もう
Well, hold on now. Wait.
あ、もう結構です。
It didn't hurt. Well, she's gonna get me under the table here in 5 minutes if you're gonna like
She'd
this.
keep pouring all night. Katsumi,
はい。
I pour for Gruber-san now.
それじゃあyou excuse me? I finish cooking.
You go ahead, darling. Go right
失礼
ahead.
します。
Go right ahead.
あ、お花。ありがとう。
Okay.
Present. Whiskey.
ウイスキー？あ、大好きね。ありがとうございました。 それじゃあごゆっくり。
Listen, boy, she's just cute as a bug. You ain't gonna lose with her.
See what I mean, Ace? I'm the happiest guy in the world. Hey, you want to see the rest of the house?
Yeah.
Come on. I'll show you. This is the garden. Katsumi, I'm showing him around the house.
まあ、グルーバーさん気に入るかしら。
The bathroom is back there. We got a couple extra rooms in here. Would you like to see them?
Yeah. Well, what you got here, boy? Oh, Lord.
We haven't done anything with these yet, but maybe someday if we expand.
Mm-hmm. Well, listen, it's really working out for you, isn't it, boy?
Everything perfect, except for that rat of a colonel I'm assigned to.
You wouldn't be talking about a fellow named Crayford, would you?
That's the guy. He
Yeah.
rides every guy around here that's married to a Japanese girl. Extra duty, everything.
Yeah. Well, he's a rough cob. I mean, there's no getting around that.
So what do I care? I come home to my girl and I forget it. Let's go.
Wait, listen, I forgot to ask you, does this Hannah, this Hannah Ogre speak any English? Because I'm going to be...
Well, I don't know. Those girls sing in a lot of languages. I guess you'll be able to catch your drift, Ace.
Oh, you nasty boy, you.
Come on, let's
Wait a minute, I just got to take a look at my grass now, because I want to know, are we going to be, you know, all four of us going to be together all evening long?
Take it easy, Ace. You're going to blow a fuse.
Well, might be.
You know that.
Lord, one of us is
Watch
wrong
your head,
here.
Ace.
Well, your house, Kelly.
Katsumi, you ready?
Stoop shoulder. In here? You're going to have to change it. Hey, Kelly?
Ogi-san, this is a great day for our house. Major Groover-san o shokai shimasu.
How to do, Miss Ogie? Hey, where you going?
Oh, I gotta help Katsumi with it.
Huh? Well, it looks as though everybody just ran off and left us alone here. Certainly was nice of you to come over here this evening, Miss Ogie. I was just tickled to death when they told me you were coming over. I just sit down here. Well, Miss Ogie, let me fix you a little drink. No, now, well, okay. This to you. That's good. Now, don't tell me, because I know you got to slosh this around in here a little bit and get the dribble off. Get right back to you. See, now you take that. Scotia. All right. You know, I was surprised to find that they make that stuff out of rice. We have rice back home in America, of course. We just make rice pudding out of it and we don't drink it. This is the first liquid rice I ran into. You know, did anyone ever tell you, Miss Ogie, that you're a fine-looking woman? I mean, really fine. And you even better looking off the stage than your arm. That's true. You get up there and sing, dance, act, everything. You're all around great. I wonder where the Kelly Katsumi. I'm getting kind of hungry in here. Look, Miss Ogie, I'm not up too good on Japanese ways of doing things, and maybe I'm saying the wrong thing. I mean, maybe my American manners are embarrassing. But I figured as long as you came over here tonight, maybe you were interested a little bit in meeting me too. Now, maybe I'm wrong, but if I'm wrong, then you got to tell me where we go from here. Because I don't know what to say. I'm running out of things to say.
My father was killed
by American bomb dropped on my country. You have been my enemy. I have hated Americans. I have thought they're savages. There's been nothing but vengeance in my heart.
Miss Ogie, there were an awful lot of Americans that were killed too. But I think we'd be best if we forgot about that.
You have been watching me out the bridge, watching me dance, watching me as I go back to the dormitory. But I have been watching you too. And you have not looked like a savage. And when Katsumi-san told me how gently you kissed her the day she became a bride, how tenderly you kissed my sweet little friend, I realized the hate was of my own making. That is why I came to ask you to forgive me for what I have been feeling. Groover-san, will you forgive me?
Well, you make me feel like an awful fool, Miss Ogie. I really feel that I ought to ask you to forgive me for something that I've been thinking.
I come from the north of Japan, and my father was a farmer, and there were 9 children, and we were very poor. There are too many people in my crowded country. I took the examination at Matsubayashi, and now I am first dancer of all. When I'm too old to dance, I will become head teacher. My life is planned. I am dedicated to Matsubayashi, as you are dedicated to American military life. I have never been in love, but I have dreamed and thought about it and waited. The danger that lies ahead of us, we must face now. Danger of discovery for both of us. Danger of weakness when it is over. I will never fall in love again. But I will love you, Asa, if that is your desire.
Hello. How do you do?
Ah, Miss Webster.
Oh, hello. Oh, Mr. Nakamura, how nice of you to come.
It is a great pleasure. And may I say that you look especially beautiful today?
Thank you. I haven't been to see this month's kabuki program.
I know. You see, I have been waiting.
Eileen.
Oh, Mother, you remember Mr. Nakamura.
How do you do, Miss Webster?
Oh, yes, of course. Now, listen, to this party isn't given specially for you. You've got to circulate around and do more to cement Japanese-American relations.
Mother, that's exactly what Mr. Nakamura and I are doing.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Nakamura-san, my little girl wants your autograph. She admires you so.
Of course. Will you please excuse me?
Yes, of course.
Certainly. Has Lloyd come yet?
Oh, Mother, how many weeks are you going to keep on pretending? Lloyd is not coming.
I'm absolutely furious at him. How can he ignore the General's invitation I had it delivered personally to his office?
I'm stuck with that Barrington woman. Can you help me out?
Uh-oh. There's Crayford. Whenever he shows up, there's always something. Can I speak to you alone for a minute, General? Certainly, sir.
Major, you have that list with you. I
Yes,
want
sir.
to see if the Williams have come in.
Yes, they have. Oh, wait a minute.
The reason I took this up with you personally, General, is because it concerns Major Groover. Now, we think he's hooked on to a Japanese dame.
Sure.
I'm sorry, General, but this thing's got me all riled up. Do you realize what it'll mean to the enlisted men in this area if they find out that their big hero, Ace Groover, is out with
I've
some...
known Major Groover all his life. I'm a close friend of his father's. I assure you must be wrong.
You seen going into that house? Now, my men have been watching a troublemaker named Kelly. He's shacked up with another native girl.
Shacked up, Colonel? Kelly's married to a Japanese girl. Major Groover was the best man. Seems quite natural to me that he'd visit them.
All right, how am I going to handle the situation?
Well, don't handle it. I trust Major Groover implicitly.
Well, General, is it all right with you if I post an order to keep these officers from being seen with the indigenous personnel? Then if they are seen, there's something we can do about it.
All right, all right.
No one saw you come.
No, there's no military personnel around here. Except me.
We must go to the tea ceremony.
Yeah, I know. Good afternoon. Let's get nothing done like to kill me. Such a production of everything.
The pleasure does not lie in the end itself. It's a pleasurable steps to that end.
Oh, I see.
That you, Ace?
Yeah, Kelly. Come on in here.
I can't right now.
He'd be surprised you coming this way.
He faints. Just a little lower, Katsumi. You always seem to be a little above it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yes, I know. Jump back, honey, jump back. Jump back, honey, jump back.
Kelly-san, now you get in tub.
Okay, all right. Is Hanaogi coming over tonight?
Yeah, she can get away. We're gonna cook up some fine St. Louis goulash with little Memphis greens in there.
What are you doing tonight after dinner when Hanaogi goes back to the theater?
Nothing.
How about playing poker with Katsumi and me?
Oh, be delighted to take your money and your pants.
This is the life, ain't it, Ace?
There you are. That'll do. Listen, I got one word for you.
What is that?
Food.
Oh.
Japanese goodbye. Whisper sayonara. Lover, don't you cry. No more we stop to see pretty cherry blossom. No more we neath the tree looking at the sky. Sayonara, sayonara, goodbye.
Well, that's the cutest thing I ever saw, honey.
I must go.
Woo-hoo. Good eating. Bye-bye.
Are you going back to the office escorted tonight?
No, I think I'm gonna just fool around here.
What will you do all evening?
What am I gonna do? I'm gonna get some beer and some pretzels and some girls up here. I'm gonna have a little fun for a change.
Good. I don't like you to be lonely.
Take care. Come on in, Katsumi.
I'm sorry, Lloyd. I had to come. It's important.
Oh, honey. How are you? This one, sit down, will you? Take this stuff out of there. Just getting a little. Go on, sit down here. How are you?
They're after you, Lloyd.
Who's after me?
There's a colonel. His name's Crayford.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I know him. He's the one that's riding Kelly. This is Kelly's house.
Yes, I know. You want to hear this, don't you, Lloyd?
Yeah, sure, I want. Of course I do.
I overheard Colonel Crayford say that he's been having his house watched. Hoping to catch Kelly at something irregular, I suppose. Anyhow, that's how I knew where it was.
Well, then they seen me coming in and out of here.
Yes. I just felt that I had to tell you.
Eileen, there's something that I feel that...
I must go, Lloyd. I just wanted to warn you to be particularly careful about...
About what, all right?
About sticking strictly to military regulations. Oh, Lloyd, they'll do anything to hang something on you, to keep you in line. After all, you're the Air Force's pin-up boy, you know. Colonel Crayford sounded as if he was after blood.
Well, you know, more than anything else I could think of...
I must go now, Lloyd. Good luck.
Oh. Wait a minute, let me help you on. Eileen, I know how...
Lloyd. Lloyd, you really thought seriously about what you're doing, haven't you?
Well, yes, I think I have.
Oh, I hope so. You've a brilliant record in the Air Force. More people depend upon you than you'll ever know. Before you throw all that you've worked for away, Lloyd, be sure. Please be sure.
Eileen, I don't think if I had 1,000,000 years, I could tell you how all this happened.
I better go before I lose all my charm.
Do you like this old curious play?
Yeah, I'm beginning to get a kick out of it.
See the road between the rocks?
Yeah.
That is a Shinto sign showing they are married.
What, are they rocks?
Yes, they've been together so long, our people thought it was time they should get married. They look well together, don't you think?
Yeah, make a handsome-looking couple.
Do you like my country?
Yeah, was all these funny things here before when I came through Japan?
Yes.
Well, hello.
Hello there, double ugly. How are you?
So what do we owe the honor of this visit?
Laundry. Gonna put down the dirties and pick up the cleans.
I hope you know what you're doing. This came in the office this morning. Thought you might like to see it. This is a routine reminder of the recent orders issued by Camp Kobe. Quote, any public display whatever of affection for a Japanese national by a member of this command is forbidden. Officers should not even appear on public streets accompanied by indigenous female personnel, unquote.
Who's ready for Christmas?
Come on, Ace, this is serious. Everybody got one of these things.
Oh, listen, fool. Hanover and I is just as careful as we can be. We never go any place where we're going to be seen by anybody that matters. We don't even walk down the same street. We just go out in the country and fool around. Say, listen, you never been to the country around here, have you? Awful pretty country around here. I mean it. You know what I saw yesterday? I saw 2 rocks that just got married.
What?
I saw 2 rocks that got married. And they look very happy together, too.
Oh, I bet they did.
Well, they did. If you're going to be smart, I'll tell you what you do. You get your little shoes shine, you go out tonight. Because tonight is going to be Tanabata.
Okay, what's Tanabata?
You mean you're going to sit there with your bare face hanging out and tell me you don't know what Tanabata is?
Yeah.
Well, my word, boy. I'm ashamed of you. I thought everybody knew what Tanabata was. Tanabata is the night of love. Yeah, I mean, you told me all about it one time. You know, you tell me about Harry Truman and New York Yankees and sex and New York Yankees and Harry Truman and sex, and I'll see you up in here. Nice. Sex.
What have I done to deserve such happiness? I have seen this night of Tanabata come and go many times. But never before have I understood what it meant. Tanabata. Oh, my heart is so full of love for you.
Miss Webster?
Yes?
Nakamura-san gets your note. Here is reply.
Thank you.
He wishes if you will have dinner with him and his guests.
Thank you very much.
They have a rather pleasant garden here, Miss Webster. Would you like to see it?
Yes, I think I would. How beautiful.
What are you really afraid of, Miss Webster? You don't think it would enter Major Gruber's mind to marry a Japanese girl?
I don't know.
Then permit me to reassure you. I think Major Gruber is brave, but not brave enough to face the censure that would result from such a marriage. As for our famous Honor Hanaogi, there are many Japanese, most of them in fact, who look upon marriage to an Occidental with as much distaste as your people do to one of us. I do not feel that way. But then I have had the privilege of traveling in your country and knowing some great people there. And I am especially conscious at this moment that beauty is not confined to any one race. Do not turn away, Miss Webster. I am not necessarily making love to you. I am only stating a very obvious fact. May I see you again, Miss Webster? And acquaint you with more Japan?
Of course. I need to know more, much more, about everything.
There she is. Oh, honey.
Are you tired?
No, I just been lying here thinking about myself, and I can't believe I'm really here. It's hard to believe it. It's hard to believe me being the same Lloyd Brewer that came over from Corey just a little bit ago. I've been thinking that all my life I've been so busy snapping to and giving orders and taking orders and being the general's son and doing the job and all that. I just never took time to sit right down and think about what my reason for living is. And I've been spending some afternoons here just being peaceful and easy and thinking. And I believe for the first time I'm just beginning to understand what it's all about, what I really am, what I really want. It's a nice feeling. Yeah, come on in.
Ace, excuse me, I hate to bother you. I just got the news.
You got what news?
I'm getting shipped back.
You being shipped back where?
Stateside. I've been reassigned to a new duty station.
Well, did you tell Katsumi yet?
No.
All right, well, don't tell him because maybe we can work something out. What reason did he give you for it?
No reason. I know what it is. Every guy on that list is married to a Japanese girl.
I'm sorry, Major. There's nothing you can do. We're sending Kelly to the States Thursday. That's that.
Well, what about his wife, Colonel?
Well, she stays here. He knew he couldn't take her back with him when he married her.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you?
That's right.
Well, you'd be busting up his home then,
Well, I'm not busting up anything. Oh, I admit Kelly's been a pain in my side for quite a while now.
Well, could you tell me why I didn't have the privilege of extending his tour of duty?
Don't ask me, Major. Lots of reasons for these things. Anyway, it is an order. There's nothing you can do about it. Even if you are a four-star general's son.
Yeah, well...
Would it make any difference if I told you my wife's gonna have a baby?
That's tough, I admit.
Colonel, under these circumstances, don't you think that you'd be able to postpone this for a little while?
Maybe I could be transferred back to Korea.
No, you going home. All boys on this list going home. Where's your home?
That house by the canal.
I mean your real home.
That house by the canal.
Yeah, all right. I've taken all the insubordination from you I intend to. Now, you listen to me, wise guy. That house by the canal is off limits from now on. Whole street's off limits. You want a court-martial?
That mean I could stay in Japan?
Come on, kid.
You're shipping out of here on Thursday. And don't you try to help it. Remember that house by the canal is off limits to all personnel.
Would you tell me, Colonel, just exactly what you mean by that last remark?
Well, that's all I'm prepared to say at the minute. Step, you watch your step.
So, well, I don't know what else to tell you, General. I've known this boy a long time, and if he has to go back without Katsumi, he's gonna be in trouble. And, well, I mean, that's about it. That's it.
What about his wife?
I don't know.
And the baby? So it comes down to the fact that the Army lets them get married and then forces them to desert their wives and babies.
That's not fair, Eileen. A boy away from home for the first time, lonesome, often falls in love with the first girl he touches. In most cases, with a girl from the streets. It's up to the service in some measure to be fathers and mothers to these boys and try to head off these marriages.
But after they're married, why should they be sent home?
The man's being transferred to a new duty station, Eileen, along with many others. Now, don't ask me the reasons for changes of duty. There are thousands of them.
But Lloyd said that most of the men on this particular list are married to Japanese girls. That can't be just a coincidence, Father.
Why not? It could easily be. There have been lots of marriages. Frankly, with some of these men, I think they might welcome the transfer.
Why is that, sir?
There have been unfortunate aftermaths to many of these marriages. Recriminations, regrets. A boy gets married impulsively, then feels caught, doesn't know how to get out of it, doesn't know what to do. Change of duty gives them both a chance to think it over, to cool off. Now, I don't mean to imply that that's the reason these men are being transferred, but, well, the whole thing's a messy business.
General Webster, there is no regret in the case of Kelly and Katsumi. You can have my word on that.
Lloyd, 3 officers came to me today with identical requests for their men. It's not our policy to interfere with decisions made by immediate commanding officers. The basic structure of the whole military service would collapse if we started doing things like that. Your father would understand that, even if you don't. Are you going to ask me to make an exception of Kelly when I've refused these other men?
I am going to ask you to do that, sir. You made an exception of me when you brought me from Korea.
Oh, I'm afraid it's a hopeless situation, Lloyd.
Well, that's the end of Joe Kelly.
You told me yourself that Kelly's past record was against him. I couldn't even use that, don't you see?
Well, why does this mean so much to you, Lloyd?
Kelly is from my outfit, Mrs. Webster. I was his best man, and I'm planning to marry a Japanese girl myself.
Come into the other room, Eileen. This is something for your father to handle.
No, Miss Webster, I don't think it's anything for anybody to handle. I'm sorry, Eileen. Webster, I'll have to.
I don't think I'll ever love anyone again as much as I love Lloyd. But I'll tell you something that's rather ironic. I once asked Lloyd if he ever felt like grabbing me and hauling me off to a shack somewhere. That's just what he's done, isn't it? Only it's with somebody else.
Don't go out, Eileen. Stay and talk.
I'm sorry, Mother. There's only one person I'd like to talk to at the moment. And oddly enough, he's Japanese.
Ace, I've been waiting for you.
Hey, Kelly, listen. I just came from General Webster's house, and there's a whole big mess there.
No good, huh?
No. He didn't go for it. Matter of fact, I think I even messed it up a little.
That figures.
Did you tell Katsumi yet?
I'm checking her out fast. Besides, she's got a hard set on something she planned for us tonight. Wants us both to take the train to Osaka and meet the girls at the puppet show. Why spoil it? Maybe I'll tell her late tonight when we're alone.
Listen, kid, don't give up on her, because I think that there's going to be a way out of it. There's got to be.
Think so?
Yes, I do.
I don't. I'll see you, Ace.
Teresa.
Hey, tell Katsumi we'll be there with bells.
Were you able to help?
No.
How terrible.
I know it's hard, honey. It's hard, but it's not going to last long. I mean, I always got to change that law next year, next one. I mean, it just has to be. I'm sure of it. And, matter of fact, I'm so sure of it that I went downtown today and I signed some papers here that mean that you and I are going to get married. What's the matter?
We never spoke of marriage.
I know we didn't, darling. I know we didn't. I've been going around and around with that every day for a long time. And I didn't feel I could speak about it until now. Now I can. Now, of course, I won't be able to take you back to America, but they're bound to change that ridiculous law soon. And until then, I'm going to stay here with you. I'm not stuck in the Air Force. I can resign because I'm not trained to do anything else. I'd find something.
We never spoke of marriage.
I know we didn't, darling, but we're speaking of it now.
Do you remember the first night we talked? I said there would be danger of weakness when it is over.
Over? What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm tempted. With you, I could become a woman and a mother, and I could love you.
That's right.
Do you think I haven't thought about it? Do you think I want to become a rodeo woman who teaches dancing now that I have known you? But it is no good. You must know it too.
Oh, no. I don't know anything of the kind.
The way you talk about leaving the Air Force. Finding some pitiful way of earning living just to be here with your Japanese wife.
Wait a minute. I think we're too far in this thing to be talking like that.
Matsubayashi has been kind to me, Lloyd. I am obligated to them.
No, you ain't. No. You obligated to me.
They are my life. I will bring shame to them, disgrace. Lloyd, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think I'm beginning to know what you mean. I think you mean you simply don't love me enough to go on through with it. That's what you mean, don't you? Well, why don't you just come on out and say it?
It is not what I mean. I'm leaving for Tokyo in 6 days. Matsubayashi is sending me.
You what?
With another troop. They have found out about us. Any other girl they would have dismissed, but because they like me, because they feel I am important to them, they are being lenient.
Well, I'm not going to be lenient with you. I want you to tell me right now why Matsubayashi means more to you than I do.
Lloyd, there's something about myself I have not told you. I have no right to marry anyone. My father was very poor. To save his other children, he was forced to sell one of his daughters. The men from the houses of Yoshiwara came to him because I was the oldest. He agreed I should go with them.
Your father sold you?
Yes, but I was saved from starting this life by my best friend, Fumiko-san. Her father paid money to free me. And she brought me to Matsubayashi. There, I not only earned my living, I brought honor back to my family. Matsubayashi has been kind to me. They have trusted me. I cannot leave them. I cannot marry anyone. Don't you understand?
I don't know. I don't know what to think.
I'll kill you! You ever do anything like this, and I'll kill you, you understand? Get that straight now, I'll kill you!
Well, wait a minute. Listen, just take it easy now.
Ace, look at this. Fell out of a bag.
What is it?
She was gonna have it done, too. Tomorrow by that quack doctor down by the docks.
What?
For $8, he slashes her eyelids and sews them back up again. Lots of these stupid little jerks have it done. She was gonna surprise me.
Oh, well.
네? Then I have good eyes. I fool everybody. I look American, like Joe.
Hanogi, will you tell that stupid dame I love her the way she is? I don't want to change. Will you tell her I love her mouth and her nose and her ears and her eyes just the way they are? Tell her if she ever does anything like that, I'll...
I want him to be proud of me.
Listen.
I'm sorry.
If you want him to be proud of you, you got to quit this stuff. Because you want to be a good wife, don't you? Making him very unhappy while you're doing that. Now tell him you're sorry, you're not going to do it anymore. Tell him that.
Joe, ごめんなさいね。I'm so sorry. もうこんなバカなことしないからね。
Okay, now we're going to forget about that, right? Now listen, I came over here tonight. I thought we were going to have a fish fry. We're going to have some fun right here and dancing and yelling. What do I find? But what's going to happen to us?
Puppet show.
Yeah, we had a surprise.
You like?
Sure I do. Been looking forward to it.
Everybody ね、tonight.
Yeah.
ね、ケリーさん、みんなでパッペットショー行きましょうね。And we will be late. Look, the lover is leaving the city. Walk to the wood. Lloyd, don't think of anything now. Watch the prey. It's a tender story. When gong sound, it is done, and then she will bind her body.
Bind her body?
So that she will not fall in an ugly position of dishonor when she dies.
When she dies?
Yes, Shinju.
It is custom for lovers to die together when they can no longer face life. It is so beautiful.
Beautiful? They're gonna die, aren't they?
They will live in another world on a beautiful lake, floating always together, like water lily.
Sure.
Gary-san! Gary-san! Gary-san!
どうしたの? Something about soldiers going through the house.
That's MP's boy.
What happened?
Come
What's
here,
wrong?
come here.
What
Get in the
happened?
car.
Please,
Go to Matsubashi.
please tell me. I will not leave.
Now get in the car. I'll tell you later. Matsubashi.
Hey, Ed, look.
Look at that.
You're Major Groover, aren't you?
That's right.
Sorry, Major, you'll have to come with us. General Webster's orders.
So what right do you have to board up this man's house?
He won't be needing it anymore, Major. He's shipping out Thursday.
Joe.
Come on, Major.
You hear from me, Kelly.
Come on, kid. We'll get him through the gut. I got something to tell you.
You were seen in public with it tonight, violating the orders of the area. Now, this has given me the right to put you under arrest. And for your own sake, I think I better do it. Well, you anything to say?
Well, just as soon as I'm out of this, I'm going to be married and have a house of my own.
I'm afraid not. I'm sorry, Lloyd, but it's all settled. The supervisor of the Matsubayashi came to see me tonight. The girl goes to Tokyo, and you fly to Randolph Field day after tomorrow. Here are your orders. Until that time, you're under house arrest. You're not to leave your quarters until further notice. I'm doing this because I feel you're not responsible at the moment, Lloyd. After all, I've known your father for years. Well, that's all.
Mike? Did you see her?
No, Ace, I couldn't even get near the place. They've really clamped down. I went to the stage door and I couldn't even see Famika-san.
Oh, listen, I got to see her. I'm being shipped out of here tomorrow.
Major Groover,
What is it?
would you do something for us?
What do you want?
Airman Kelly's disappeared.
No, that's impossible. I was with him just last night.
We know. He was scheduled to fly out in a couple days, but a special plane came through and Colonel Crayford told us to get him on it.
I took him to the airport at 12:50. When the plane took off, Kelly wasn't on it.
We figured you might know where he is.
Well, how should I know where he is? His house has been boarded up, hadn't it?
We know. Neighbors won't talk to us. We figure maybe they're hiding him.
They'll talk with you, Major. Would you help us?
Well, would you give me one good reason why I should?
Well, we figured we'd give him a break. We haven't reported him as yet. If we could get him on another plane, we might not have to turn him in for desertion.
Desertion?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll go with you in a minute.
Major, the neighbors won't talk if they see an MP.
I'll go with him.
Thank you, sir.
Kelly? Kelly, it's Drew Rock here. I think he's in there. Kelly? I'm going on in. Kelly? 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 You in there? Oh, my God. Oh. Oh.
I'll call the police, Ace.
Ace, there's no police around. We better get out of here. Hey, look.
Doesn't look too good, boy. Come on, take it easy.
We're getting help, Ace.
You okay, boy?
Yeah, I'm fine. You all right?
Yeah. This time, I want you to take care of everything, will you?
Oh, yeah, I'll get it.
Okay. I'll see you later. Hey, where's Aunt Ogie?
Hanogi is not here.
Oh, I know she's here.
She's on her way to Tokyo.
No, she wasn't. She wasn't supposed to go to Tokyo next week.
She went today.
I don't believe you.
Well, Mr. Gruber, it's for going there.
She's gone.
Where's the room?
She's gone.
Listen, where's the room? Come here.
How long you really gone, Major?
I don't believe you. Aunt Ogie?
I give you my word. You're gonna do, Major. It's over.
Listen, leave me alone a minute, will you?
The hoodlums who attacked you weren't all your Japanese neighbors. For the most part, they were professional troublemakers sent to your street to create an incident specifically with you. Now, if you're important to those who hate us, don't you see how important you are to us?
You understand any of this, Lloyd? I know how you feel. It was dreadful about your friend Kelly and his wife.
Must be hard to take. And I hate to tell you something else, because it's almost too grotesque. Almost unforgivable in your eyes, I imagine. I got word today that there's a law being passed in a month or two that will make it possible for men like Kelly to take their Japanese prides back to the States.
That can't be true, General.
Well, it happens to be true, Lloyd.
Listen, how do you get the guts to come here and tell me that?
It takes time to get laws passed, Lloyd. And a lot of people have died in this world needlessly waiting for them. Well, it's harder to take when it hits you personally. Lloyd, you're lost, you're confused. Don't you think it's time you got back to the mainstream of your life? Back to your roots, what you were born for and raised for. You'll feel better about everything when you get back home, back to your work.
Appreciate you coming over, General.
Take me to the airport, Mike.
That must be him. Would you hold it so we can get a picture, General?
Where would you like me? Right
What
here?
about there? Yeah. Smile, please.
Hey, Bill, isn't that Ace Groover?
Looks like him.
Sir? Excuse me, aren't you Major Groover? Ace Groover?
Yes, that's right.
Well, we're from the Stars and Stripes.
What are you doing in Tokyo? Well, I'm just passing through, boys.
Just seeing the sights, huh?
That's right. Listen, I'm in a hurry. You mind if I excuse myself?
You're excused.
Sorry.
It's
Dozo. Hello, Hanoge. I'm going back to America on Friday. And I probably won't get back in Japan again. And before I go, there was just one thing I wanted to know. You remember one time you said to me that you could love me and be a wife and a mother?
I remember.
You said that since you'd known me, you'd been afraid of being a lonely old woman teaching dancing. Remember that?
I remember.
Did you mean that when you said it, Hanover?
I meant it. It is already happening. Life has gone out of my work, out of me. All right. Please go now. This will only bring pain and trouble.
Hanover, you and I are gonna have more trouble than we ever thought of having in our whole lives unless you were absolutely honest with yourself.
Please, Lloyd. Can't we talk about this later?
There isn't gonna be any later. There's only gonna be right now. Excuse me, Mother. No. Excuse me.
I must return this robe.
Just a minute. I want to know, do you love me or don't you? Because if you don't, then I'm going to have to find a way to live with it. And if you do, then...
Please, Lloyd.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now, I don't want you to tell me anything more or anything less than you feel in the very deepest part of you. Because what you answer to me now is going to affect us for the rest of our lives. Do you love me, Hannah, or don't you love me?
I'm so frightened and confused. I cannot think. I cannot even understand your thinking.
I'm not thinking. I'm not thinking. For the first time in my life, I'm not thinking, and I don't care.
But, Lloyd, we must do the right thing.
Oh, what are you talking about, the right thing? We've been wasting 2 good lives trying to do the right thing for Matsubashi, the right thing for my father, the right thing for the military, the right thing for Japanese tradition, the right thing for the great white race.
But we have duties and obligations.
That's right, we do. We do have duties and obligations, and the first obligation we have is to love each other, to become man and wife and raise some clean, sweet children, and give them the very best that we know how. And if we don't meet that obligation, we ain't gonna be any good to anybody.
We live in different worlds, come from different races.
Oh, honey, I want you to be my wife.
But what would happen to our children? What would they be?
What would they be? They'd be half Japanese, half American. They'd be half yellow and half white. They'd be half you, they'd be half me. That's all they're gonna be. want you to come with me now. I want you to come with me now down to the American consulate here in Tokyo. We're gonna start filling out those papers because we only got a few days to get this whole thing done and get it out of the way. Will you come? I'm gonna wait for you outside.
Ed, I tell you you'd be here? Look at this crowd. Wow. Hey, look who's here. Our rivals. What do you know? Oh, you guys heard about it too, huh? No secrets in this country. Oh, what are you gonna do? Hello, Major. Well, what a coincidence. You got a story for us, sir?
No, as a matter of fact, I don't.
Oh, no, Major, you're not going to try to deny it, are you?
Deny what?
Well, the story. Why won't you give us the story? You're big news now, sir.
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
Here's Hannah Ogie. Maybe she'll talk about it.
ちょっと待ってください。何かお話がございますか？
はい、皆さんに一言お話したいことがあります。
あ、そうですか。グルーバー少佐のことについてですか？
Come on, Hannah Ogie. That's not fair. Oh, what did you say?
It is very difficult for a Japanese woman to speak in public. I have never done so. But perhaps now it is the time. Major Groover has asked me to be his wife. He knows there are many people in his country who will be disturbed by this. I know my people will be shocked too. But I hope they will learn to understand and someday approve. We are not afraid because we know this is right. I hope I can continue as a dancer. And I hope when I am old, I will be able to teach children to dance. My own children.
Major, the big brass are going to yell their heads off about this, and the Japanese aren't going to like it much either. Have you got anything to say to them, sir?
Yeah. Tell them we said sayonara.